They see me rolling. LEGO City Undercover was released in 2013 for the Wii U and developed by Traveler's Tales, the same company that made all those LEGO games that are tied to movie licenses. It was the first LEGO game developed by TT Games to have full voice acting, although others with voice acting were released before this one. It was also their first LEGO game not to be tied to a franchise. It was recently re-released as a Nintendo's Classics title and got a corresponding price drop. You can also download it from the Nintendo eShop. A LEGO set was released along with the game. It included a code that you could enter at the police station to unlock extra missions and the cars that were in the set. You can see me put it together and talk about it more by following the link at the end of this video. In LEGO City Undercover, you play as Chase McCain, a LEGO City cop that was sent away 2 years ago after you helped put away notorious criminal Rex Fury. You're brought back by the mayor of LEGO City because crime is running rampant again. She suspects Rex, who recently escaped from prison, is behind it all and wants you to put him away again. After agreeing to bring Rex to justice for a second time, the tutorial starts. You're presented with a car to drive to the police station. Get close to the car, push X to get in, and start driving. The controls are pretty intuitive. I didn't even bother looking at the on-screen prompts and had no problem figuring them out. The RZ button is the gas, LZ is the brake, and the left thumbstick steers. The gamepad works as a map throughout the whole game and gives you an alternative to following the line of green LEGO studs that guide you where you're going, but more on the gamepad in a minute. After you arrive at the police station, load screens. This game has the longest load screens I've seen in a very long while. Just give it a minute. Just a minute. These load screens are before and after every mission. I have the disc version, but I've heard that they're not any better on the download version. Just another minute. Just a little longer. There we go. Okay, as I was saying. After you arrive at the police station, you're greeted by enthusiast rookie cop Frank Honey. He occasionally helps you throughout your story. After you arrive at the police station, you contact your old flame, Natalia Kowalski, only to find out that she's been put into witness protection because she was the key witness that put Rex into prison, and you accidentally revealed her identity. After meeting and getting yelled at by the police chief, you're told to go downstairs and get your police equipment from Ellie Phillips. Throughout the game, Ellie will be your main contact and will upgrade your police communicator to do various things. After doing a few missions, jeez. Hang on, let me get a more interesting song. I got it right here. There we go. That's better.
He's got a Lego dog and a Lego spouse. Kisses her goodbye as he goes to work. Works downtown as a Lego clerk. Gets in his Lego car and starts it on up. Takes a careful sip from his Lego coffee cup. He waves hello to all the Lego friends he's got. He whistles as he pulls into the parking lot. The Lego man's always smiling, 'cause life is grand and things are going his way.
Okay, after doing a few missions, you go undercover to infiltrate the criminal underground. In other LEGO games, like LEGO Batman, you swap characters with different abilities to solve puzzles. In LEGO City, Chase acquires disguises you can swap between to gain new abilities. This is an interesting spin on the mechanic. Another new mechanic, oh god, not again.
Gets to work and he heads in the door. Boss tells him that he don't work there anymore, so he leaves for home, but he doesn't get too far before he finds somebody stolen his Lego car.
Another new mechanic is collecting Lego bricks. In past games, you collected Lego studs to purchase various things. LEGO City has you collect studs and Lego bricks. The bricks are used to make super builds, large, useful things that either make the game a little easier or move the plot forward somehow. I don't recommend making the random super builds you find around LEGO City until you have to, though. It takes a lot of bricks to make them, and you don't want to be 20,000 bricks short of a build you need to move on to the next area. Usually if the mission includes a super build, there will be mega bricks in the area to find to help you get the number of bricks you need. But if you don't want to go hunting for them, you should probably save up your bricks. A great way to collect bricks is by driving. There's a lot of driving in this game. In fact, it's the main way you get around. If you don't have a car handy, you can just stop a car in the street and borrow it. When driving, smash into things like lampposts, trees, and bus stop shelters to quickly collect bricks. If you do this quickly enough, you'll build up a multiplier, making each brick you collect worth more. This can be challenging unless you're on a straight road, though, because the steering is a bit too sensitive and it's really easy to start swinging back and forth trying to maintain control. This brings me to how the gamepad is used. This game does a great job at incorporating the gamepad in a way that doesn't seem forced. In addition to being your phone and map, you use it to take pictures and listen to faraway conversations by looking at the gamepad screen and moving it around until you find what you're looking for. You only do this kind of thing occasionally, though. When it does come up, it doesn't feel shoehorned in.
Takes the bus and gets home at 9:45. He walks into his house and that's precisely when he hears some strange noises in the bedroom under covers. Finds his Lego wife with her Lego Latin lover, and the Lego man's always smiling. Even though his wife is a filthy rotten whore, yes, the Lego man's always smiling.
Another thing I really like is that you constantly use your new abilities throughout the game. In so many games, you learn a new skill, and then you don't use it for several levels while you learn other skills. By the time you need to use the skill you learned in level 2, you've forgotten about it. LEGO City keeps you using every skill you learn in each level, so you won't forget about it. Overall, LEGO City is a fine game. Ostensibly, it's for kids, but much of the humor is obviously intended for adults. It makes tons of references to movies like Shawshank Redemption and The Matrix. It even has a Starsky and Hutch parody, because wouldn't you? Kids can appreciate the slapstick and silliness, though, like using cannons to return a farmer's runaway pigs. The game doesn't have a multiplayer like in other LEGO games, which is disappointing. But gameplay-wise, there's really no reason to have another player helping you. Because it was intended for kids, the game holds your hand every step of the way. It's almost impossible to get lost. If you get distracted and forget what you were doing, Chase or someone else will pipe up and remind you. The puzzles are easy and pretty self-explanatory. In fact, it's probably a stretch to call them puzzles. The biggest challenge is knowing which item to smash to reveal what you need. At least half the gameplay is trying to get 100% completion in the levels, which is impossible in story mode. If you want to get 100%, you'll need to play in free play mode too. I'm not a completionist. I don't feel compelled to get every achievement and find every secret. Once the story's over, I feel very little incentive to play more just to collect random items. But if you are a completionist, you'll probably have a field day. That is, if you can stand to sit through the loading screens.
The Lego man's got himself a Lego house. He's got a Lego dog.
Special thanks to the Kamikaze Snowmen for letting me use their song The Lego Man in this video. Check out their website by following the link in the description. And if you want to learn more about the LEGO set that corresponds with this game, or see more of my reviews, follow the annotation links here.
Gets in his Lego car and starts it on up. Takes a careful sip from his Lego coffee cup. He waves hello to all the Lego friends he's got. He whistles as he pulls into the parking lot. The Lego man's always smiling, 'cause life is grand and things are going his way. Yes, the Lego man's always smiling, and things are only getting better every single day. In the door, boss tells him that he don't work there anymore, so he leaves for home, but he doesn't get too far.